It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Denver Broncos. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Lock now on first down. They'll find Lindsey here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Complete to Philip.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now the first carry here for Philip Lindsey. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Formation for the Broncos.
4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
6-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Jackson to throw. Pass incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Buying time to his left. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Michael Ojemudia. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Denver. 47 yards. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Stopped short of the
2nd and goal from the run.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try to run with Lindsey. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So on fourth down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by McManus is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Jackson looking for Andrews again. He's got him this time. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. From the gun, Jackson, a short throw caught by Andrews. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Now Jackson. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Steps away to his left, but he's got Snead. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
47's the mic. Exit, exit.
They'll run with Dobbins. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. One more time with Dobbins. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
No gain on the play. Brings up third and goal.
Throwing is Jackson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's fourth and goal.
It's now fourth and goal.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Just bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
At the 33-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Lock. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Touchdown.
A big play there. 67 yards. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He'll try and run it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Brings up third and 3.
From the gun on third down, Jackson being chased out left. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Denver has Deontay Spencer deep to return. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Ready, ready, ready.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
At the 12-yard line.
On 2nd and 2, Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
It's 3rd down.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. This time they stay on the ground. Breaks the tackle now with Alley. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
McManus to kick off for Denver.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews.
The pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he'll run it. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
At the 16-yard line.
Here's Dobbins. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Jackson. Dancing to his left. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 3rd down, Jackson. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score. Broncos 17. Ravens 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 49 yards.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
From the gun, it's Locke. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. KJ Hamler there to make the grab. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touch.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, 69 yards, and the Ravens have cut it to within a score. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. He'll go up and got his man complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. KJ Hamler. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos push further out in front. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson throwing middle, and it's complete.
Complete to Mark Andrews. A gain of 14 yards. Brings up third.
Here's Jackson from the gun on third down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And the Ravens are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown there to make the grab. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Broncos 31, Ravens 28. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
On second down, it's Lindsey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mass.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Touchdown.
K.J. Hamler, 52 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Broncos 38, Ravens 28. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Third down and 10 yards.
The Ravens on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete. From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Justin Simmons. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. After the turnover, here's Locke. He's going to rifle one deep left. He's got a man, complete. Past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yet